say crouton receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Break. Mark, 59, mark. Check, 59.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Nance. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Good job, D.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second and 5. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready, break. Check, 59, 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Ball. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nance, the open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 41 yards.
Cowboy first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll run. Murray. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is White. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. James White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I got you.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 41.
Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Mike, 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
To throw again, Newton.
I got you, boy.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, come on,
After the penalty, it's Bell. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
So it's third and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Mike 54. Here it comes.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a third down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. I'm coming for you, son. Mike's 54. Gun. Great.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's get that ball, team. Let's get that ball. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Cut.
Get it.
Throwing again. Nance. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Nance. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 51 to Mike. Hey, shoot. Ready, go. Right up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nance. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down for the Lions. On a nice pickup of 18 yards. Newton now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Newton on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Bell. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Slam, slam, slam.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Great. Mike by 4. Gun. Danny.
This is Bell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. McCrane's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 26-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, team 6.
2nd and 11. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Push him back.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nance got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Operating from the gun. Nance, complete. It's Johnson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Go now. 18 games. All day, every day, any day. Fight.
Throwing on 1st down. Nance, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Ready? Hey, echo. Check right, check right. Hey, one set. Check right, 54. Right, 54.
On first down, Nance. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, exit. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 51. Ready?
Looking to throw. Nance. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Bell. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set. 180. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They're running it.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now Newton. Caught here by Bell. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Let's make these babies cry.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
What's that?
They'll come out in the pistol.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another carry now for Gurley. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Nance. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Nance. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Ready? Back to throw. Nance. Campbell making the catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and 2, Nance. Catch made here by Campbell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Protein spill.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Topper. Let's see. Shoot. Now.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he's brought down. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun. Nance under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Lions on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Here's Ryan Allen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go. Hey, wahoo.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Nance. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Newton. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards for the Lions there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm on. 8.
From the 50, Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Check. Watch 54. Got you. I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Nice, sweetheart.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports. As the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Nance. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Ready? Take the choose the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your